The year is 1939. The world stands on the precipice of monumental change. In the bustling streets of New York City, life goes on as usual, but across the Atlantic, a storm is brewing. Europe is consumed by war. The Second World War has erupted, engulfing nations in a conflict of unprecedented scale and ferocity. Cities lie in ruins, and the future looks bleak. The Nazis, led by Adolf Hitler, are a growing threat. Their aggressive expansion and brutal tactics have left the world in fear. The Axis powers seem unstoppable, and their ambitions know no bounds. Scientists flee Europe carrying a terrifying truth: nuclear fission, the splitting of the atom, is possible. This discovery, made by physicists like Lise Meitner and Otto Hahn, has the potential to change the course of history. The energy released could create a weapon unlike any other, a bomb of such destructive power that it could end wars, or perhaps end civilization itself. The implications are staggering, a weapon of unimaginable power. The very thought of it sends shivers down the spines of those who understand its potential. The race to harness this power begins in earnest. In the United States, President Franklin D. Roosevelt receives a letter. This letter, however, is no ordinary correspondence. It carries a message of grave importance. It is signed by Albert Einstein. The renowned physicist, along with fellow scientist Leo Szilard, warns of the potential for Nazi Germany to develop an atomic bomb. The letter warns of Germany's nuclear ambitions. The president acts. Understanding the gravity of the situation, Roosevelt decides that the United States must not fall behind in this critical race. He approves the creation of a top-secret program, the Manhattan Project. This initiative brings together the brightest minds in science and engineering, all working towards a single, daunting goal. The fate of the world hangs in the balance. As the war rages on, the pressure mounts. Every day counts, and the stakes could not be higher. The race to build the atomic bomb has begun. The outcome of this race will shape the future of humanity, for better or for worse. A remote location in New Mexico is chosen, Los Alamos. A secret city is carved out of the high desert. Scientists, engineers, and soldiers gather. They work in secrecy, driven by a shared purpose: to build a weapon before the enemy does.
The scientists toil day and night. The pressure is immense. They are haunted by the knowledge of what they are creating, a weapon capable of unimaginable destruction. But the war rages on. The fate of millions hangs in the balance.
The challenges are immense. Uranium, the fuel for the bomb, is rare and difficult to enrich. Two methods are pursued: uranium-235 and plutonium. Both are notoriously difficult to produce. Every day is a race against time. Breakthroughs are met with setbacks. Theories are tested and refined. The scientists push the boundaries of human knowledge. They know the stakes. Failure is not an option. The fate of the world rests on their shoulders. July 16, 1945. The Jornada del Muerto Desert, New Mexico. A stillness hangs in the air. Atop a steel tower, the world's first atomic bomb awaits its test. The codename, Gadget.
At 5:29 a.m., the desert explodes. The light is blinding, even through welder's glass. A shock wave races across the desert, knocking men to the ground. A mushroom cloud rises, towering miles into the sky. The Trinity test is a success. The world has entered the atomic age.
August 6, 1945. A date that would be etched into the annals of history forever. Hiroshima, Japan. A city bustling with life, unaware of the horror that is about to befall it. The streets are filled with people going about their daily routines, children playing, and families enjoying the summer day. The Enola Gay, a B-29 bomber, arrives over the city. Its mission is one of unprecedented destruction, a mission that will change the course of history. It carries a single bomb, Little Boy, a weapon of mass destruction designed to unleash unimaginable devastation. At 8:15 a.m., the bomb falls. The world changes forever. In a blinding flash, the landscape of Hiroshima is altered beyond recognition. The blast obliterates everything within a mile. Buildings crumble and the very ground shakes with the force of the explosion. Tens of thousands are vaporized instantly. Lives are snuffed out in an instant, leaving behind only shadows and memories. The survivors face radiation sickness, burns, and a lifetime of suffering. The physical and emotional scars run deep, affecting generations to come.
I remember that day. The sky was so clear. It was a beautiful morning filled with promise and hope. Then, in an instant, everything was gone. The city I knew, the people I loved, all vanished in a heartbeat. The pain, the loss, it's something you can never forget. The memories of that day haunt me, a constant reminder of the fragility of life.
Hiroshima, a city forever changed. Its story serves as a stark reminder of the devastating power of nuclear weapons and the enduring strength of the human spirit. August 9, 1945, Nagasaki, Japan, a city that had, until now, largely escaped the ravages of war. But on this day, its fate would change forever. The world reels from the horror of Hiroshima. Just 3 days earlier, the first atomic bomb had been dropped on Hiroshima, causing unprecedented destruction and loss of life. The images of the ruined city and the suffering of its people shocked the world. But the war is not yet over. Despite the devastation in Hiroshima, Japan has not yet surrendered. The Allies are determined to bring the conflict to a swift end. Boxcar, another B-29, arrives over Nagasaki. This mission is critical. The plane carries a second atomic bomb codenamed Fat Man. The crew knows the gravity of their task. It carries Fat Man, a plutonium bomb. The bomb detonates. Another city is destroyed. Thousands more perish. The devastation is unimaginable. Buildings are flattened, fires rage, and the sky turns dark with smoke. The human cost is staggering. In the wake of this second atomic bombing, Japan surrenders. The war, which had raged for 6 long years, is finally over. World War II is over. But at what cost? The celebrations are tempered by the knowledge of the immense suffering and loss. Cities lie in ruins and countless lives have been forever changed.
The destruction was beyond anything we could have imagined. The once vibrant city of Nagasaki was reduced to rubble in an instant. The scale of the devastation was almost too much to comprehend. Our city, our families, everything was gone in an instant. Survivors wandered through the ruins, searching for loved ones, trying to make sense of the chaos. The emotional and psychological scars would last a lifetime.
The second atomic bomb dropped on Nagasaki has brought Japan to its knees. The sheer power of the bomb and the destruction it caused left no doubt about the futility of continuing the war. Japan had no choice but to surrender. The war is finally over, but the world is left to grapple with the aftermath of this unprecedented destruction. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki marked a turning point in history, ushering in the nuclear age and forever changing the nature of warfare. The lessons learned from this dark chapter continue to resonate to this day, reminding us of the devastating consequences of war and the importance of striving for peace.
J. Robert Oppenheimer, the scientific director of the Manhattan Project, witnesses the Trinity test. He is awestruck by the power he helped unleash.
I recall a line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. These words echo the moral dilemma at the heart of the Manhattan Project. We raced to build the bomb, to defeat tyranny. But had we created a monster? Could humanity control the power it had unleashed?
The Manhattan Project was a triumph of science and engineering. It helped end a devastating war. But it also ushered in the atomic age, an era defined by the constant threat of nuclear annihilation. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki remain a stark reminder of the destructive power of nuclear weapons. They serve as a warning for future generations, a warning that must never be forgotten. The Manhattan Project changed the world forever. It forced humanity to confront its own capacity for destruction. It left a legacy of fear, uncertainty, and the enduring question, can we control the power we unleashed, or will it ultimately destroy us? The answer, as always, lies in our hands.